Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy MV. We are back. Yes, yes, yes. I know you've missed me, bro. Like, chill, chill, bro. I was just trying to make some plans, you for me to get like a webcam, and plans have been made, and it's coming in next week, hopefully. But it is coming in next week, bro. But yeah. Now the move is for a PC. You feel me? Cause my laptop is too slow, bro. Like, yeah. So anyway, today we'll be reacting to The Art of Anime Villains by Bucket Hat Splash. You feel me? I love anime villains. I watch anime. You feel me? And I feel like they are good villains, bro. I don't know which one is my favorite. You feel me? I could be biased and be like Madara because I put Naruto up there. But truly, if I had to pick, bro, it would be Father from Full Metal Alchemist. You feel me? I don't know. It's just perfect, perfect. You feel me? Well, not entirely perfect, but he is a good villain. And then in terms of being a perfect evil, conniving son of a bitch, bro. It definitely has to go to Griffith, bro. Griffith is the scum of the earth. He deserves nothing but hell, bro. You feel me? He is the shit that I step on whenever bro, fuck Griffith, bro. You feel me? And I feel like a lot of people have that same opinion on Griffith. So I'd have to give Griffith like the perfect like villain because he's complete, bro. He induces he embodies what a villain embodies, bro. You feel me? Sure, there are characters who are pure evil like Mahito. Fuck that nigga. Boo. But Griffith, dawg, I don't know, bro. That element he has, bro. It's just insane, bro. It's just a tier above the rest, bro. Truly. And then if I had to pick another villain, I would say Shotaka. Fuck you. You feel me? Know you were there for like a few, probably like 3 episodes. I don't even want to remember how long I saw you on my fucking screen, you bitch ass nigga. You also scum of the earth. You up there with Griffith, truly. Worst dead in anime, bro. Fucking shit, bro. Shit. These niggas just pissing me off, bro. But if I had to also pick another great villain, it would be Don Quixote. Do Flamingo from One Piece. Obviously Aizen, Madara. Those are good villains, bro. Like they also Pain, bro. In Naruto, bro, I feel like Pain is the objective best villain in Naruto, bro. Cause I don't know, bro. Those villains, you somewhat root for them. You feel me? But yeah, let's get into it, man. Also, Johan, this nigga from Monster, crazy ass villain, bro. Demon. GJ.
The art of the villain. In every story ever to ever exist ever, whether the stories be fiction or reality, there always gotta be a villain. Where there is good, there is always evil. For every Luke, there's a Darth Vader saying it. For every Batman, there's a Joker. For some reason, Batman doesn't ever kill Joker, even though he literally can. That's his favorite art for sure. He loved that man Joker, bro. For every LeBron, there's a KD, and for every Reddit mod, there's an outside that they hate going to. And so naturally, this good and bad hero and villain phenomenon exists in anime as well. Now, anime is really good, and we all know for every good story to be good, there has to be good villains. So naturally, anime has some good villains. Good as in good at being a villain. They all come in different variants, different types. Some people kind of rock with, some people don't rock with at all. So today in this video, we're gonna go over the different types of anime villains. Before I do though, follow my Instagram, get me to 10K, yeah fam. Yeah fam. As you can see, I do be reading, getting my knowledge up. Now let's get to the different types of anime villains. Now the first type of villain we're gonna talk about today is the right idea, wrong execution villains. Now unlike every other type of villain on this list, these villains genuinely had good intentions. They looked at the world, saw AI, Fruit Love Island, saw bike talk, saw that people actually eat Arby's and immediately knew that something needed to change. And right at first, you're probably like, that doesn't sound like a villain, bruh. And you know, normally you'd be right if you weren't wrong. As the phrase right idea, wrong execution suggests, they wanted to fix stuff, but we're gonna end up making things a million times worse because they're mentally deranged. For example, Pain, the chronic R farmer that is indeed from Naruto Shippuden, he's a great example of this, bruh. Now, right at first, he wasn't a villain at all. He wasn't born evil. In fact, if you ask him, he's never been evil a day in his life ever. But unfortunately for Pain, or at first Nagato, he was born in them trenches. Him and his two best mans were in them trenches. All they knew was them trenches. And so basically, they was going through it all that, right? Until one day, Japanese non-evil Diddy came through and trained Nagato and his mans. He put them on a chakra and jutsu, all that good stuff. He basically gave the YNs poles and sticks. Nagato had the Rinnegan, so he was like ultra special. So then they formed a gang called the Akatsuki. No, bro, not that Akatsuki. This Akatsuki. This Akatsuki's goal was to achieve world peace through peaceful means. And no cap, they were low-key making progress. They were growing in influence, growing in clout. The leader, not Nagato, Yahiko, had like 2 mil on Instagram. He was snagging all the IG shorties, all that. Their group was really making progress until one hating ass individual came into the fray. Danzo Shimura. Everything wrong with the show is
I hate Danzo,
at some point in your free time, you want to go down a Danzo Shimura rabbit hole. Just know in Naruto, all roads lead to Danzo. But anyway, Danzo heard that the Akatsuki was spreading peace. That man Danzo don't like peace, bro. If it ain't anger, if it ain't hostility, if it ain't
You're only pausing now, bro, after all of that, bro. But yeah, as I was saying, I hate Danzo. Sorry for speaking over this nigga, bro. I need a new laptop.
Violence, if it ain't conflict, Danzo does not want that, bruh. He does not jack that, bruh. If people are out there happy and enjoying life, he does not mess with that, bruh. So once he heard there was too much happiness in the world, Danzo manipulated a guy called Hanzo to slime out the Akatsuki. So Hanzo went and slimed out the Akatsuki. Yahiko died, all the Akatsuki died except Nagato and his homegirl Konan. So right, as you would imagine, this event would be pretty traumatic, you know what I'm saying? His best man died, his whole gang died, and if I forgot to mention, he's from the trend. They all died trying to spread good peacefully, so he was mad confused, and that's normal, a normal feeling, you know what I'm saying? I don't blame him. However, the solution he came up with for spreading peace was spreading peace through violent means. Now you're probably like, okay, you know what I'm saying? What do you mean by that, big bro? And his idea isn't no take over the government, take over who's in power violently because they're not gonna go down peacefully and then try to rework the system. Nah, nothing like that. Nothing that sane. His proposition for world peace is basically all the pain he felt in his life. He wants everybody to feel that same pain. He wants to give the whole world a straight belt. The Akatsuki's new gang with these dudes, their goal was to capture all the Jinchuriki, which is basically 9 people who have a tailed beast inside them. What's a tailed beast? Massive beast with a bunch of power. They want to extract these tailed beasts from these 9 people to create an ultimate weapon, the ultimate Blick, the ultimate Drake.
Damn. Oh, damn.
The 10-tailed beast and unleash it on the entire world, bro. His thought process is that once everybody experiences pain on that level, nobody's gonna want to beef with each other ever again because everybody has experienced true pain. They felt what that Drake knew. They don't want to feel that Aubrey ever again, and then everybody's gonna live happily ever after.
So, tail beast, for those who don't know, or they technically the nuclear weapons of Naruto. And so the 10 tails is the combination of all the tail beasts, and that's basically like a supernova, bro, like the mega nuke, bro. You feel me? The giga chat of nukes in that universe, essentially. You feel me? So yeah, some education.
Saying that, nigga, that's not how it works, bro. That joint stupid as hell and would not work for like multiple reasons. The first reason, this plan already indirectly implies that he plans on leaving some people alive. The some people you left alive are gonna know you did this, bro. You just killed everybody's dog, sister, cousin, nephew, rich uncle. You just killed Yo versus Aichiro Oda, who has millions of fans waiting on One Piece to finish. You just took damn near everybody holds dear. You think the population not gonna try to fade you next? People already barely want to live as it is. That's not gonna create no peace, bro. So that's the first reason. The second reason, hypothetically speaking, let's say this plan somehow works and it somehow creates peace. Everybody's scared to fight, everybody's scared to beef because they know what that Drake do. What happens when everybody who lived to experience the ultimate Drake dies? Then what? Once the 10 Tails does its thing, wipes out 3/4 of the entire globe, and that 3/4 dies out, then what, Caucasian Lil Uzi? They don't got that PTSD, and because they don't got that PTSD, everybody starts fighting again. Now you just murked all them people for no reason. Unless, of course, you don't plan to keep doing it every 60 years, right? Surely not, right? Because if that's the case, that junk is not peace, bro. He had the right idea, but the wrong execution. Another villain who had the right idea, but the wrong execution. Light Yagami. You knew it was coming, I ain't gonna lie. Now, before I get into Light Yagami, I just want to say something real quick. It was never a good idea to give a school shooter caliber individual a death note, bro. Are we serious? You dropped it into probably top.
Bruh.
You knew it was coming, I ain't gonna lie. Now, before I get into Light Yagami, I just want to say something real quick. It was never a good idea to give a school shooter caliber individual a death note, bro. Are we serious? You dropped it into probably top 5 worst people in that verse he could have possibly dropped it in front of. And you're probably like, well, Bucket has Splash. How would you know he's a school shooter until he ate them chips mad hard? Well, bitch, first off, in episode 1, they're playing this music.
Death in his apartment in the city of Yokohama.
That sounds like the exact music a school shooter plays in their head when they trying to hit a score streak. Number 2, where is Light Yagami posted in his class? He's posted by the window looking down on everybody else in the classroom. I low-key already knew what type of time he was on, bruh. But anyway, as we know, he acquires the death note because of Ryu. He tests it out on some criminals, you know what I'm saying, fairs a little bit, low-key. And once Light Yagami figures out it works, this is where his brain very slowly starts to change. At first, things were morally
Very slowly is an understatement. This nigga went a whole 180, bro. The moment he realized that shit works, bro, started murking niggas, bro.
questionable, but like you can maybe make arguments for what he's doing. His goal was to snuff out all the criminals in the world so that there would be no more crime in the world and everybody would live peacefully. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Not too bad. He trying to save the world is.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
What the hell was that, bro? That junk was not tough. Lay's chips aren't even that good. He knows Lay's chips aren't even that good, which is why this was what he really.
We won't tolerate Lace slander here, bro. Nah, I don't fuck with that, bro. Lace chips are up there, bro. Like the salts, just the salt ones, and the salt and vinegar ones, bro. Pristine, bro. Pristine.
He started to change for real mentally. While he said that he was massively killing criminals from across the world, the next day he killed a fake detective on national television just because he called Light a sorry ass nigga. So now it wasn't just criminals, it was anybody who opposed his viewpoint. So initially the execution was already wrong. You don't just go around killing everybody. You ain't God, bruh. But let's say you want to debate that he's doing good because he's just eliminating evil. Now with that elimination, he's doing more than just that, bruh. And so just like that, by episode 2, his execution is already undeniably straight buns. And then before episode 2 even finishes, he starts talking about some
I will become the god of this new world.
oh no bro, just nuke this dude. Episode 2, he already got a god complex. Mind you, this supposed god just got rage baited into giving up his whole addy. That man Light Yagami would never make it as a rapper. I'm not gonna lie though, Madara Uchiha might have had the worst execution out of Pain in Light Yagami though. Similar to Light, exactly like Pain, he just wanted peace, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, he wasn't Uchiha, well, no shit, because his last name literally Uchiha. Him and his people always had beef with the Senju. Naruto literally had their own Bloods and Crips. After all that fighting, all that suffering, all that war, Madara longs for peace. However, his way of achieving peace was putting the entire world into a Genjutsu. He was gonna reflect a fat ass Sharingan off the moon and put everybody on the globe into their own false reality. This false reality was gonna be tailored to each person's ideal fantasy with no suffering and only peace. So if you really want to go to the NBA, you would go to the NBA. If you want to sell crack as At a proficient level, you can do that. If you want to grow up and become a monarch of a supremacist superpowered civilization at the prime age of 17, backdoor your whole planet by 24, come to Earth, start rapping on SoundCloud by 25, blow up rapping about birthdays by 27, and have your own harem of beautiful melanated queens by 30, you can do it. That sounds good, right? That sounds amazing. However, there's one big problem though. As I mentioned, it's a genjutsu. This joint is not real, bro. Your dreams is not being lived out. The peace he wants to bring is actually not peace, it's false peace. This is just global gaslighting. He want to be light-skinned so bad. I don't think I need to explain how this is horrible execution. If you genuinely think this is a good idea, you might as well just buy a VR and start LARPing as LeBron, man. The next type of anime villains we gonna cover is the pure evil King Von variants. Now, this group of villains are very different from the last group of villains we were just talking about. If you couldn't tell, the common denominator between Pain, Light, and Madara is that they all wanted peace in some way. They saw the world was buns and wanted to fix it. Unfortunately, they're just stupid. These villains, they don't want to fix nothing, bro. That shit cuck, my nigga. They see violence, they want to see more violence. They see peace, happiness, niggas having fun. What? Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no! They've been like this since they were born. They
Forgot about Frieza. Yeah. Frieza's up there as well.
don't claim to be morally superior. They're not trying to create an ideal world for all. They just want to see you die, gang. They don't even have any lofty ambitions like taking over the world or achieving immortality or subjugating 30% of men's reproductive system to create a mass army of obedient soldiers that are ready to reinforce the ideology that lemonade is in fact the greatest drink of all time. They don't got no ambitions that cool, bro. They don't got no ambitions, period. They just like evil. If it's evil, they're there or they're gonna be there soon. Great example, Johann Liebert from an anime called Monster. Now, if you don't know what Monster is, you don't know who Johann Liebert is.
He's been a demon since childhood, bro. This nigga was already killing their adopted parents as a kid, bro. Insane, bro.
It's okay, you're uncultured, that's fine. I'm here to put some culture in you today.
Crazy.
Not in that way. Fuck. So essentially, right, little brief synopsis. Monster is an anime about a doctor named Dr. Tenma. Not this nigga. This dude right here, Dr. Tenma, aka the Big T. The Big T, trigger T, run up on top, you get hit in your spleen, you mean? Dr. Tenma is also an S-class neurosurgeon. He has mad clout for it. He's low-key famous in the medical field. Now, one day, Dr. Tenma was faced with a hard decision. Save a little boy with no clout, no motion, no nothing who arrived in the hospital like 2 minutes ago, or save the mayor with a bunch of clout and motion who arrived like 5 seconds ago. Now, in Dr. Tenma and me's philosophy, all lives are equal. The mayor, man, fuck that nigga, bro. Dr. Tenma was gonna save the little boy because he arrived first. But the person who ran the hospital was not going for that because the mayor was the mayor. He has clout, motion. If they saved him, the hospital would gain more esteem and more clout. However, Dr. Tenma was not going for that. He saved the little boy, the mayor fucking dies. He lost his job, lost his hoe, lost his clout, and that boy he saved ended up being a born evil psychopath serial killer who ended up in the hospital because he told his sister to shoot him in the head. After Dr. Tenma got fired, he spent his whole life trying to track down Johann Liebert to take him out. He was trying to up jam fire on bro, yeah. Dr. Tenma had to track bro down because he was really going around Europe murking niggas. This dude right here, Johann rolled up in his house, drunk his famous green tea, sat on his couch. Bro asked Johann, tell me, Mr. Goat Nonchalant Swaggy Boss, my glorious goat, Johann sir, who do you want me to murder next? So basically, bro was Johann's hitman. After bro asked that question, Johann pointed at his own forehead. Nigga, what? Goat, you want me to kill you? Actually, nah. Sayonara, nigga. Damn, bro slimed out his hitman for no reason. How the hell you slime out your own hitman? What the hell, bro? See, chat, this is why you don't glaze. Shit got bro nowhere but a chance to be vital nutrients for a fig tree. This happened in the 80s, 90s, so bro can't even listen to no Michael Jackson, King Von, Juice WRLD, or a Lil Peep in the afterlife, bro. Nigga got no good tunes, no good concerts to go to. That's tough. This man Martin, a literal serial eliminator, merely walked past Johann, and this is what bro had to say.
It was at that moment that the devil arrived. I walked by the devil, careful not to look. Like a child, I repeated to myself, don't look, don't look, don't you dare.
Yeah, I remember the scene, bro. It was crazy.
The nigga talking has literally killed many of niggas. Any regular criminal would be calling him the devil. Basically, what bro's trying to say is there's genuine levels to this shit, bro. They both may be the same breed, but Johann Liebert is a different monster. This man, Johann Liebert, dressed up as a girl and started talking to a kid. No EDP. Basically, the kid was trying to find his mom. Johan was like, I'll help you find your mom. Do you know what she looks like? No, but when she sees me, she's gonna know it's me. And when I see her, I'm gonna know it's her. Stupid ass little nigga. But wait, question. If you were born and your mom isn't with you, doesn't that mean she doesn't like you? Liar! I'm lying, then where is she, dumb little nigga? But okay, if you walk down here, you'll find your mom. But if you don't, remember your mom doesn't love you. He walks down there, Johan Lieber sends him to the red light district. Not gonna lie, bro, that's mad disrespectful. Not only did Johan say that your mother doesn't love you, he basically said that on the off chance she does and is a lie, she'd probably be a bum. He basically said your mom, Riley Reid.
I didn't finish Monster, you feel me? So I don't know that scene, bro.
He called you a group project. And since you were abandoned, he called you a group.
Oh, I just forgot, bro. Because I only watched it up until like halfway. Because it has like, what, 50 episodes, right? So around like 20 to 25 episodes. That's where I ended.
Group failure. Bro said you an F. Yeah, not gonna lie, bro. As the grown-ass 10-year-old you are, me personally, I wouldn't take that. He walked through the place, nobody calls out to him. So then bro was about to kill himself. Yo! And all this happened because Johan Lieber manipulated a kid, bro. One day, Dr. Tenma Loki found Johan. Dr. Tenma hid somewhere with a bolt-action sniper rifle and put the barrel to Johan's head. Johan turned to his right and looked him down through the gun. Nigga ain't flinch, he ain't care, and he's smiling, dog. This man, Dr. Tenma, is the one shaking and he has the gun. Earlier, I called him Trigger T, but he ain't pulling no triggers. He's pussy. In the show, there was this detective named Richard. Back in the day, he genuinely boomed the 17-year-old kid. Similar to Dr. Tenma, actually worse. He lost his hoe, he lost his wife, he lost his kid, he got fired, so now he was broke. So obviously, as you would expect, he was going through it. He also had the guilty conscience of killing a 17-year-old on his mind, but he managed to convince himself that he was drunk. But Johan Lieber doesn't like when niggas feel better. Johan pulled up on bro on the rooftop talking about some, you not slick, you wasn't drunk, nigga. You knew damn well you wanted to kill that kid, you thug. Am I right? No. Sorry ass nigga trying to forget. Nigga trying to LARP as a good guy. Or maybe you didn't forget and maybe you're lying. Do you tell everyone that lie, you square-headed ass nigga? How the hell you got dimples and you ain't smiling? Freaky ass boy. He's frying my shit. Your lies can't free you, old man. You might as well just off yourself. Just drink this Don Julio and fall.
You are alone.
And right after that, the detective ended up dead. Johan Lieber got bro to kill himself for no other reason than he was bored and it was funny. You think he cared about that 17-year-old boy that detective shot? Nigga, no! He just wanted to hate and be evil because what is Johan if he's not evil? He literally doesn't even know whether or not bro was drunk. He was just chatting. Johan just loves the art of the manipulation, bruh. Before there was like Yagami.
Come on, bro.
Johan was. You wanna know who else is evil just because they can? That man Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. This nigga Sukuna so evil, bruh. Back in the Heian era, he was the strongest sorcerer. He was frying everybody for no reason. When bro was about to die, he wanted to still fry niggas so bad. He separated himself into 20 nasty ass barbecue chicken ass fingers. 1,000 years later, because Yuji ate one of the fingers, he got resurrected. The very same minute he respawned into the new map, he immediately was talking about some
I knew it! Where are the people? The women! Women and children are crawling everywhere like maggots!
This nigga wanted to off
children?
everyone.
What the hell, bro? He literally just got re-added into the patch notes and he's immediately up.
Sukuna is the embodiment of a hedonist, bro. That nigga only cares for nothing but his own pleasure, bro. You feel me? Killing people brings him so much pleasure that the first thing he thought of was to nuke everyone, bro. Crazy.
Aligns with EDP, and he's also talking about some where the hoes at. I promise you he's not planning to spit no game at the hoes. He's gonna do a lot worse. And look at the face this creature formulated. He has no bad traumatic past to cause him to be like this. This is just who he is as a person. This is what it means to be a nigga named Sukuna. In the Shibuya arc, you truly see the assholery in full display. The second Jogo respawned Sukuna, he got up, held his head, told the 3 people standing in front of him, man, why y'all so tall? And they immediately dropped down to the ground. You want to know why they dropped down to the ground?
Because This nigga was about to
All this nigga
decapitate
did
them,
was
bro.
accuse them of being Victor Wembanyama, and they immediately knew what they had to do. Mind you, they're not even tall. They're short as fuck. Indirectly, in the most subtle way, he told them to get down and bow to him. Actually, if we're talking height, he's taller than all of them. All he wanted to do was bitch them for no reason. And then if you look closely at Jogo's head, he now has a haircut. Sukuna literally gave Jogo a different hairstyle unprovoked, which means he's basically calling this nigga Chop with his old hairstyle. So upon being respawned for literally 30 seconds so far, Sukuna scared the ops, bitched the ops, and gave the ops a baldy unprovoked. And low-key, now that I mentioned the baldy even more, we all know when niggas go bald, niggas get stronger. When Saitama got stronger, he went bald. 2 of the top 3 basketball players of all time are bald, and Bron's basically bald. I'm keeping it a bean. He just has access to Turkey, so like he still has hair kind of, but nigga bald. But Sukuna randomly made Jogo bald. Now why would he do that? If you read between the lines, he's basically calling Jogo a weak ass little boy who needs some strength. He pitied bro so much he gave him a strength boost. This is so much disrespect, bro, to the dude who just revived you. And how do I know Sukuna was trying to get bro stronger? Immediately after this happened.
I like it, cut G.
Bro, when I saw this fight, bro, I was going crazy, bro. This fight was so perfect. So perfect. I literally rewatched it like 3 times that exact same day, bro. Wallah, that shit was fire.
Green Giant.
Let me explain.
Oh, for goodness sake, help!
Through the buildings, bro. Crazy.
As you can see, that man Sukuna was straight dicking him in the fight. If you couldn't tell, that man Jogo grew back that weak ass high tall. I was gonna say if you left it cut off, it would have made a difference, but it wouldn't have done anything. Sukuna fried him some more until he literally fried him and turned him into a flaming hot Cheeto. Nigga dead got turned into a Taki. Oh hell no. On the bright side, at least Sukuna hit bro with a stand proud. You are strong. Saying that, nigga. Mind you, let me remind y'all, Jogo's the same dude who brought him back, by the way, and that's the problem with society today. Ain't nobody grateful. And the crazy part is it doesn't end there for Sukuna in Shibuya alone. Right before Jogo got turned into a Carolina Ghost Reaper, he called in a meteor to take down Sukuna. Then, as we know, he got packed up. But before the meteor could hit, he pulled up to a random batch of sorcerers and told them to not move until he says so. Mind you, a meteor's in the sky about to boom the area. And then bro wanted to talk about some not yet.
These niggas were scared of Sukuna more than they were scared of a meteor, bro. Do you comprehend that shit, bro? They were scared of one singular person. Then an impending rock. A ball like on fire, bro. Do you know how painful burning is, bro? They crazy, bro. Crazy.
It's not yet. Don't move, nigga. Not yet. Now, not gonna lie, that was cold as hell, but that was also evil as hell. This man out here trolling with people's lives, man. And Yujiro Hanuma is just as bad. Yujiro Hanuma is the strongest nigga in the show. One day he went to a mansion party, saw this girl, thought she was bad. That girl had a husband, but the girl did not care. She was going for Yujiro. Yujiro snapped bro's neck in his own room in front of his own wife. And then the wife started smiling. Yo, this shit evil, bro. What the fuck? Then they started hugging. Mind you, like I said, he just killed her husband, not her man, not her talking stage, not her situationship, her husband. And this nigga don't give a damn. She sure don't give a damn. Then, you know what I'm saying, he cracked her type shit. He was hitting Kamehameha waves in the cooch, bruh. They had a son, his name's Baki. The whole reason why Yujiro wanted to have a son was to have a strong op to fight. By the time Baki was 13, Yujiro thought that Baki was too ass. He basically gave him brawny allegations. Actually, he called him worse than brawny. He killed that same wife in front of his son to give him motivation to become stronger? How is this possibly a situation someone can come up with to get your son stronger? You a deadbeat, nigga.
And many people that didn't watch the OG Baki, they watched it through Netflix, bro. When I saw that shit, it was crazy. And then this nigga proceeds to hit, like, stop an earthquake with his fist. Insane, bro. And scenes before he killed Baki's mother, he literally whooped the brakes out of Hanayama, dog. Insane, bro. Insane, bro.
Know that, right? Niggas would dead rather kill their baby moms than be in their son's life. Just doing anything but being a parent. You can train him, you know that, right? How you a deadbeat for a son you had on purpose? What does that even mean? This is not learned evil. You can't teach this, bro. Yujiro is so strong and evil that every single year, the president of the United States has to sign a friendship and non-aggression pact with him every single year. That's crazy as hell, but Loki based. I'd much rather force nations to sign peace treaties with me than get arrested on purpose so niggas can trust me. Man, fuck y'all niggas. But yeah, out of every group of villains, these are definitely the purest of evilest of villains.
Bucket Hat Splash. Bucket Hat Splash.
The next type of villains we got is the school shooters, aka the hate the world villains. Now these villains are not born evil, they were born pretty normal. However, somewhere along the way, life was high-key frying them. Maybe in 3rd grade they mans backdoored them for all the crayons. By 5th grade their other mans stole their crush. 8th grade they grew to 5'5" and never grew ever again. By 11th grade they found out that they girl just got trained by 5 lacrosse players. And then their final straw, freshman year of college, GTA 6 got delayed for the 4th time. After that they had enough, everything was cooked. Now they on Instagram posted up with a Gen 5 talking like Sasuke Uchiha talking about some "you all will feel it" saying that nigga. And that storyline, although much more severe, sums up this archetype pretty much. Chrollo from Hunter x Hunter is a good example of this archetype. He may be evil as hell.
I haven't watched Hunter x Hunter yet, bro. You feel me? I've read it, but like literally just a few chapters, and I was like, I'm gonna come back. Never went back, bro.
He may be a chronic R farmer. He may literally have an upside down cross as drip. However, though, Chrollo wasn't always like this. You see, if we go back to the data books, saying that nigga, if we go to the manga, we can clearly see Chrollo's backstory. And now before you're like, spoilers, oh no, man, shut your ass up, nigga. The Hunter x Hunter anime is not gonna come back out until like 2053, bro. By the time that bid drops, you gonna forget about the spoiler. Anyway, in his backstory, at first, he was a bright-eyed kid. He may have lived in the Hunter x Hunter trenches of Meteor City. We gonna call that bid M Block, but he was pretty known around his hood and had absolutely zero ops. One day, Chrollo and his mans found a VHS tape. This VHS tape was to a TV series called Mighty Sweeping Power Cleaners in Hunter x Hunter. Apparently, it's the best TV series in all of Hunter x Hunter, so it's basically One Piece. Once they figured out what it was, Chrollo's friend Pakunoda was about to invite the whole block to watch, but Chrollo was like, hold on, shorty, I got a better idea. The VHS tape was not in their language, so Chrollo wanted to dub the show so they and everybody else in M Block could understand it. So you know what I'm saying, Chrollo and them get to work and start dubbing the show. Their voice acting is low-key elite. It's on par with Ghost Story's English dub.
Think of a big black man chasing you!
Well, he's not racist.
Once they completed the dubbing, they showed it in front of the whole hood. It was low-key going well until the audio broke. To counteract that, they voice acted the lines themselves. They low-key did good. Everyone was mad happy. Before the next showing, one of their friends got fucking kidnapped. It was this girl right here, Sarasa. When they tracked her down, looked around, they went into the woods and found her, but it was just her head in a bag. This lame-ass nigga was going around kidnapping niggas, so naturally, this shit left him shell-shocked and traumatized. And he was never the same ever again. He says some, and I quote, "In 3 years' time, I'll end up killing a lot of people.
Crazy.
I'm going to live the rest of my life as a villain, one that the whole world will fear. I'm going to redesign myself." Mind you, this nigga's like 11. Then they all went along with bro, they all followed bro. And then later on, and by later on, I mean 3 years later when he was 14, Chrollo Lucilfert, that evil ass name, what the hell? This nigga name sounds like he's an ancient primordial demon. You would have thought he'd be a Johann Liebert variant, bruh. He founded a terrorist group which comprised of him and his friends from M Block, and they called it the Phantom Troop. And so essentially what they do is go around the world and rob and steal from niggas. They also love to partake in genocide too. Like for example, they cosplayed as a Naruto character named Danzo. They pulled up to a hood called the Kurta Hood and squad wiped all their members. After they were done, they took their red Sharingan eyes and sold it on the black market.
Isn't that Kurapika's clan? That's crazy.
The reason they do all this, according to the backstory, is to be so terrifying as a group that no one ever dares mess with their hometown, Meteor City. Because in Chrollo's words, he wants to make it so that there will never be a victim like Sarasa and Meteor City ever again. That's what they said, but really, I just think they like murking niggas. For example, this clip right here is the end of a Phantom Troop meeting where they were just talking about how they were gonna crash a mafia auction, steal from it in 2018, brawn everybody there.
Are you scared?
No way, I'm ecstatic. I can't stop shaking. Give us the order, boss. I want it now.
I give you permission to kill them all.
not saying that, nigga. You hear this dude, bro? He's quite literally never been happier a day in his life. Do you honestly think he's thinking about his hood back home during this? Nigga, no. Him, Chrollo, and the entire troop genuinely only care about giving the ops fisticuffs, bro. Another great, fantastic, splendid example of a hate the world school shooter villain is Shigaraki from My Hero Academia. Now, at first, he was a good little young nigga. He loved heroes. He used to glaze All Might. If he had TikTok, he would have made All Might songs like people in real life made.
LeBron James.
So yeah, Tomoro Shigaraki was a pretty big All Might fan. Then one day, as a bright-eyed happy kid, he slimed out his whole entire family. He killed his dog, killed his sister, killed his mom, killed his grandparents.
Intentionally, bro. It was all all for one, bro. Like all for one, that nigga's so evil, bro. He took Shigaraki's actual quirk, right? Apparently, allegedly, it was the quirk was it, bro? Of the one that made him like fly around, bro. That, you feel me? Apparently that was his quirk, right? So this nigga all for one replaced his quirk with decay. So once that shit started activating, bro, like bro could not stop scratching himself, and one day just held his pup, you feel me? Decayed that shit. Sister came, saw that shit, and his sister was just a hater for no reason, you feel me? And then he tried to like reach out to her sister, touched her, decayed her ass. The mother decayed her, like the whole fam, bro. And then he touched the ground, destroyed the whole house. So yeah, bro. And then his hair turned like bluish whitish because of the stress, because your hair turns white when you like pass a certain threshold of stress, you feel me? So yeah.
His dad was about to get from the Japanese spanking that shook the seas in the 20th century. He killed his dad too. Now you're probably like, damn, Bucket Hat Splash, what the hell happened? Randomly one day his quirk, aka his superpower, awakened. His quirk's OP as hell and he low-key could not control it. His power is called Decay, and basically what that means is anything he touches can decay. So basically, for example, if he touches your kneecaps cook, my nigga. That shit tough, man. If he touches your hairline and that shit gone, now you gotta go to Turkey. Now you gotta hit a LeBron and have your hairline magically reappear every couple years. As you would expect, a young Tomura, or in this case Tenko Shimura, was traumatized by accidentally Chris Benoit-ing his whole family. He walked around asking for help, but everybody thought he was Chucky, so nobody was rocking with bro. Just then, the most villainous villain in the entire universe, All For One, rendered into his server to nurture his trauma. He was like, damn, nobody jacks you, huh? Nobody jacks me either. Like, what? You're a little kid looking for help, but nobody helped you, huh? It's okay though, I have you now, so is you jacking me or clapping me? Hey, yo! All For One did say all that. He took him in and taught him to hate the world, put bro's dead family members' hands on his face to remind him that he should hate the world because no one helped him, and essentially overall just groomed him to be a Gotham level villain. The main difference between Chrollo and Shigaraki is that Shigaraki got nurtured and groomed to be a villain. Chrollo low-key became a demonic opium member on his own. Shigaraki then went on to invade UA Academy, which is a superhero school, so he quite literally is a school shooter. He pulled up there, unleashed havoc on the whole campus. He decayed Eraserhead's elbow, then got his ass packed up by brain dead Thrag. Shigaraki's whole reason for even coming here was taking down All Might, who is, by the way, everybody's goat. You know how evil you gotta be to try to take down a nigga with the nickname the Symbol of Peace? Of peace? He creates peace? That action alone should get you jumped by 5 Haitians and 2 Russians. And All Might cool as hell, bro. Chill as hell, bro. The only bad thing about All Might is these strong ass hair follicles he got. Nigga hair bricked up. With his quirk, he went out there and destroyed a whole entire city, beat up the elderly, kidnapped a YN, that's not that bad, made this nasty ass face, and religiously plays League of Legends. Now, as we already surmised, he is pretty evil, but I can guarantee you, if he was playing Minecraft, Roblox, or Fortnite instead, his TEO, total evil output, would have been down at least like 25%, bro. Or if he followed Bucket Hat Splash on Instagram and liked his latest Instagram post, his TEO would have went down by 50%. And when he got older, he would have got all the lot. At least though, bro wasn't playing Brawlhalla. There's a bunch of TikToks on TikTok. Nigga, no shit. Shut your There's a bunch of TikToks telling you not to play that game for a reason, bro.
I wanna play Brawlhalla. I'm gonna download it after this video. And then I'm gonna go play it. Let me see what's the hype about, bro. Let me see.
Play 5 Brawlhalla Ranks games at the wrong time, at the wrong age, in the wrong setting. You might start throwing honey buns at the homeless. So yeah, bro, if your friend consistently plays League of Legends, watch that nigga very closely. If you play League of Legends, watch yourself very closely. Put on some raw waves to ground yourself and keep yourself calm.
Let's
get it right. Only thing shorter than these love songs is live. The next type of anime villains we got is the creepy, sinister, slimy anime villains. Now, most villains, you gotta put them in jail. These villains, you just gotta kill these niggas, bro. All the evil on this list so far, like, it's been evil, but it's been like normal evil, if that makes sense. Like, for example, Pain pulled up to the Lee village and nuked the entire damn town, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's evil. He deserves to be gone. Fuck off! But what if I told you there's another individual in Naruto who did basically the exact same thing, less damage though because he's sorry, but basically the same intent. However, he touches kids. Orochimaru, you sir need to be eliminated, bruh. There's certain niggas in anime where we gotta kill these niggas before we kill these niggas. Orochimaru, you are one of them. I saw the...
It was literally at Naruto's wedding, by the way. Literally at Naruto's wedding, by the way. Orochimaru was the Jeffrey Epstein of Naruto, nigga. Do you understand that, bro? Crazy.
Way you was looking at Kitty Tachi, why you licking your lips like that, bro? Orochimaru will go around the Narutoverse giving young boys and girls hickeys on their necks, bro. He'd give them hickeys and they get stronger. What type of Diddy powers you giving them, bro? He'd also do weird ass experiments in his laboratory, all types of messed up stuff. And mind you, in Boruto, he's still roaming around the Lee village free. They haven't wiped him off the globe, they haven't sealed him. He's just genuinely out there dilly-dallying, bro. And the only person keeping an eye on him is Yamato. This nigga Orochimaru deserves to be on the rack. Hisoka, get your mans, bro. Matter of fact, you not safe either. Boy, don't make me get on you, boy. Churchill's ass nigga, crop top wearing ass nigga. This nigga got no ribs. Alien built ass nigga. Yo ass look like an unseasoned jester. Funny looking ass nigga. I'm so scary. Face ass nigga. Get your ass on, bro. This man Hisoka is literally a seasoned PDF file, bro. He likes kids in ways his kind never liked kids before. This man was fighting a 12-year-old going in a tournament. The hand started getting put on him, so he started doing this.
Go. Those eyes, that look, that spirit.
There's not a single fight that's ever been fought in the
I think that's why I didn't watch Hunter x Hunter, bro.
History of all fights that's been fought that warrants that behavior, bro. Ew, he's 12. He be doing that, bro. What's wrong with bro? Later on in the show, he got caught looking at Gon and Killua's booty cheeks, bro.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
Like, dog, what is wrong with this dude? Nah, for real. But who is that laughing, bro? Mayuri Kurosuchi, is that you laughing? Oh, no, son. You made...
Hey, bro. Mayuri is another nigga, bro. If I had to pick, bro, I'd pick literally any villain, bro. Like, Mayuri is supposed to be a part of the good guys, bro, but he's scarier than most villains, bro. Truly. Yeah, fuck no, bro. Fuck no.
Not be a PDF file, but you are the greatest gooner anime has ever seen. This man artificially created a person, made it a woman, made it fine as hell, made her with the sole purpose of being his assistant, who he constantly abuses, mistreats, abuses, all that because she's quote unquote his. But that's not the gooner part. That's the evil part. He's done much worse, like mass murder, torture, unethical experimentation on living beings, mutilation, cultural appropriation. You are not King Tut. You are not Egyptian. Thinking this was tough, thinking this shit was tough. But he's also a gooner because he coded and programmed his assistant in such a way that if she dies, he revives her by giving her back shots. If you're watching this on a TV or around people, you might want to lower your volume or put headphones on.
Gosh.
Mayuri, what the fuck was that, bro?
Freaky ass
Creating a whole
nigga,
ass
bro.
being so you can crack them back to life is some shit I never seen a day in my.
But like, is it? Never mind. I was gonna say, is it wrong? Cause it's like an AI, bro. You feel me? It's basically like an AI bot. He created that shit solely for his pleasure. You feel me? It's not a sentient human being. I mean, is she sentient? But you get what I mean, bro. But it is still kind of like, ugh. Cause she looks so
Life.
human. in the show. You feel me? I think she looked robotic. Then I don't think anyone would have a problem.
Hell, Jabber, you need to be banished as well. You just not normal. Look at the faces you be making, bro. And then you stab yourself and inject poison in your body to get stronger. He hasn't had enough screen time like Hisoka, Orochimaru, Mayuri Kurasuchi to really flesh out the extent of who he truly is, but I promise you he's one of them, bro. Every single one of them have the exact same creepy, uneasy feeling about them. The next type of anime villain we got though is the joke villains. Now these villains, low-key, is kind of self-explanatory. They're evil, but they're so bad at being evil that they might as well just become good, bro. Like Buggy the Clown from One Piece, that nigga is straight buns, bro. When we first saw Buggy, he had a little bit of aura, but his aura quickly got dissipated when you realize this is bro's character design. This nigga looks like he rage-based little kids. I ain't gonna lie, he was low-key working Zoro a little bit, primarily because his devil fruit's a direct counter to bro's swords. But after that, he was not tough. He got kicked in the balls all the way across the world by Luffy. He got fiddled with by some blue birds, bro. Ain't no way Mordecai would genuinely mop the floor with you, bro. Then the birds tied bro up and was genuinely about to turn him into prime Arby's. Mind you, Arby's has always been ass, which means they have no prime. So basically, I guess I'm trying to say bro would taste ass, but Loki, that's kind of pause. But the bird did spit bro out, so I guess I wasn't wrong. But bro's just sorry as hell, no strength, no intimidation factor. Genuinely look at how his colleagues have, bro. He's chips. And some of y'all who watch One Piece might be like, but Bucket has Splash. Out of Impo down, he had a whole army of prisoners follow him and he became a Yonko. Surely he can't be that much of a joke. Man, such a lame ass. I will give bro a little credit though, he did almost pack up my goat. Speedo Sound Sonic is another joke villain, but he's only a joke villain because the main character is bald. As we know, all niggas upon being bald immediately get a strength stat boost. Saitama somehow found a way to finesse the system and make the stat boost even stronger than it's supposed to be. So every time Saitama and Speedo Sound Sonic fight, he looks goofy. But you know what I'm saying? He's strong though.
Because Speedo Sound Sonic is literally an S-class level type of hero, but against this nigga, bro, he's basically like fodder, bro.
He's fast as hell. He was low-key working S-class hero Genos, but low-key though, who doesn't work Genos? At the end of the day, they only put Speedo Sound Sonic on the screen if they want you to laugh. He's not no real threat. He doesn't impact the story in any way. He's also low-key Sasuke if he wasn't an Uchiha and wasn't a fashion nigga. He also, for some reason, just hates bald niggas.
Bald nigga? Shut up, bald nigga. Shut up.
Lame ass nigga, ugly ass nigga, I see you. Sounding ass niggas, Quinn look like a diseased cough drop. Oh, nasty looking ass nigga. Bro got 10 strands of hair. Nigga think he Trey Young cosplaying ass nigga. I hate this dude so much, bro. And yes, he is a joke villain. I understand joke villains typically don't affect the plot, but he doesn't really affect nothing, bro. Nobody's actually scared of Bobbity. Nobody actually cares about Bobbity. Everybody's scared of pre-time skip Rick Ross and his many variants. Bobbity nor his father Bibbidi even created bro. Some witch named Marba.
Okay, let's let this nigga finish this.
Did Marba? Why she sound like a girl Twitch streamer who catches straight boat in Marvel Rivals? But anyway, she's the one who's tough, bro. Bobbity straight buns. That's why that man Goku really rage baited Fat Boo out of Bobbity's hands, bro. Goku was talking about some, hey Fat Boo, why are you following the short string bean ass? The top of his head literally has folds, bro. You can beat him up. You don't have to listen to him. He's genuinely not hanging with you, gang. Shut your ass up, monkey. Boo, eliminate that Negro. Boo? Boo want freedom. Boo want you dead. The last type of anime villain we got are the fake demons. Now, these villains used to be villains, but for some reason, they stopped being villains. The reason may vary, you know what I'm saying? They might have got hit with Talk No Jutsu, they might have got their chain snatched. Whatever the case may be, they just no longer possess that hate in their heart no more, bruh. Somewhere along the line, they just became pussy. Nah, I'm playing. There's nothing wrong with not being a villain no more. I just like hating. That boy Obito, not gonna lie, twin, you knew it was coming. At first, Obito was actually a hero, a good guy. Everything was happy. School crush get turned into a kebab. He watched his best man's Nolan Grayson his shorty who wasn't his shorty. After that event, his whole brain chemistry changed. He got mentally groomed by Shinobi Bill Russell. He actually got groomed so well he just took on bro's whole identity. And just like that, Obito Uchiha was walking around as a dude named Madara Uchiha. But also, while he was Madara, he was also Toby. And I'm not gonna lie, Madara aka Toby was low-key a tough villain, bruh. He was low-key goofy as hell.
Help! It's gaining on me! Stop! Wait, Gator! Wait!
Itachi Uchiha is now dead.
Toby was so cool, bro. Toby, like, his whole alter ego is Toby. Cool, man. Annoying, yes, but it was just so cool, man. Feel me? And then when he switched into It's Just As I Expected. Ooh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Kidding.
Kidding.
It's just as I expected.
Until he
Boy, first time I saw that shit, nigga, I was like, my little ass was going crazy, bro. Crazy. I was still like in primary then. What was it? Grade 6. Insane, bro.
A grown ass man who was also supposed to be scary. But then bro did all that R farming, all that acting cool.
These fools could
Never make me perspire.
Saying that nigga just to get sweet talked back into the good side
Am I perspiring? Oh, it's just the rain.
by a nigga
Bro. Also, when I heard that line as well, bro, the Great Ninja was insane, bro. Truly.
with whiskers.
Nah, let's just end the video there, bro. It's already too long. Yeah, bro. Those other anime villains, man. Please let me know down in the comments who your favorite villain is, bro. You feel me? Shit, I already told you who my favorite villain is. I just need to rewatch thingy, bro. I just need to rewatch Fullmetal Alchemist so I can actually like properly assess like who my favorite villain is, bro. You feel me? Because I feel like I've been watching these shows passively. You feel me? And yeah. I appreciate you for watching, and I'm gonna see you next time. Peace.